Hey everybody, it's Lon Seidman, and we're taking a look today at Power over Ethernet. And the other day I got in one of these Power over Ethernet injectors. This one is from Brash Networks, and what this does is it sends power over a standard Ethernet cable to devices that support it. So in a second we're going to connect up this PTZ Optics broadcast camera, which is up in my daughter's bedroom right now, where there's an Ethernet connection. And I'm down here in the basement, and we're going to do a long-range connection here to get power up to that camera and then get data back from it so we can get video and control it from down here with using nothing but a single Ethernet cable. Now, I do have an Ethernet jack up there because before my kids came in and took over most of the house, that used to be my home office. Now I am down here in the basement, but the Ethernet jack remains, so we'll be able to get this camera working here in just a second. Now, I do want to let you know, in the interest of full disclosure, that the injector here came in free of charge through the Amazon Vine program. However, all the opinions you're about to hear are my own. Nobody is paying for this review, and no one has reviewed or approved what you're about to see before it was uploaded. So let's get to it now and send some power upstairs along with some data. Now, this injector costs about $25, not all that expensive. It looks like a normal power brick you might have for your devices, but you've got Ethernet jacks on either side. This is the larger of the two that they have. They have a smaller one that costs about $10 less, that delivers about 15 watts of power. Now, you have an option to get one of these things, or you can, of course, buy a switch that can deliver power over multiple ports. But if you just have a few things to hook up, it might cost you less to get one of these. And I also found that a lot of lower cost power over Ethernet switches don't have enough power individually to power something like the camera I have upstairs. That camera up there really needs about 30 watts to operate, which is what this thing delivers here. Now, the process here is really quite simple for one of these devices. Basically, what you do is you plug in data to the data in port, and this should come out of your network switch. So we're going to pop that in here. And then on the other port here is the power and data out, and that's where this blue cable leads to. Now, you do need some kind of direct connection to your device with the cable that you intend to transmit power through. So what I'm doing with this cable is connecting it to a box in my equipment room, which is then patched to the port that's up in the bedroom. So there's a direct electrical connection here between upstairs and down here through this cable. We're looking at about 100 feet or so of cable length when we take the total of this cable plus the cable that's running up to 2 floors of the house here. So now when I connect up this cable, what's going to happen here is we should see, as I plug it in here, that camera now come to life. It's going to take a second for it to boot up, but you can see now the camera is moving. There is no power going to the camera. And once it gets itself on the network, you'll see the image on the left-hand side of the screen here update. So you can see the network connection starting now, and there we go. We've got the camera in operation, and I can now control the camera here from my little basement lair and get the camera to move around and everything. So let's do that. So you can see the camera here is moving as I'm moving the camera position around, and everything is being controlled through that cable. So we're getting data in and out, and we're also getting power into the camera without having to run any more cables there. And there are a bunch of power over Ethernet devices out there right now. You can get net wireless access points, for example. The Unify access points that I use here in the studio and in my home use power over Ethernet. Cameras like the one you see there have it as well. And I think we're going to see more and more devices make use of power over Ethernet in the future. It's a very proven technology. It's been around for a long time. And again, getting an injector is often a cheaper route versus a full-on power over Ethernet switch, especially if you only have a couple of devices that you intend to use with this technology. So that is it. Pretty simple here. And if you have a high power consuming device like the one I have upstairs, this will certainly get the job done for you. And of course, you can get all your stuff connected without having to run separate electrical connections to each area that you're trying to bring data to. So that might be a benefit as well. So that's the Brash Networks 30-watt injector. And this is Lon Seidman. Thanks for watching.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, Tom Albrecht, Bill Reiner, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.